Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Um, Before we start, please switch off your mobile phone. Uh, Beforehand, I will introduce myself. My name is Iman Teguh Perdana. I am student at Polytechnic Negeri Batam. Let's start today a presentation about programmable logic control. Next, what is PLC? PLC, computer system designed for the purpose of controlling industrial process or machine easy to connect with input and output device such as a sensor and actuator. It can be seen in the data flow image of process that use a PLC. A sensor that reads the machine process will send data to the PLC. Uh, the data process, then the PLC will give an execution order the machine process. Next, PLC advantage over other controls. Number one, programming is relatively easy. This is related to programming software that is increasingly user friendly. Programming is relatively easy. This is related to programming software which increasingly user friendly. The point is The point is that the programming language used by PLC is easy to understand by everyone, such as students and novice workers. Number two, there are many more types instruction or function here. The PLC provides many functions that can be used easily, such as timer counter and etc. Number three, the program execution time is fast. The program execution time is fast. In PLC, data is processed very quickly, so the PLC has a good response to change in input signal. Number four, there are more and more types instruction or function. Next, next slide. PLC type based on the number of input or output. Number one, micro PLC. PLC can be categorized as micro if the number of input or output on the PLC is less than 34 terminals. Ordinary PLC type micro is used in processes that are not too complicated and do not use much input and output, as well as not many commands. Next, mini PLC. Hmm, This mini size category is if the PLC has a number of inputs or outputs between uh, 32 to 112 egg. Mini PLC types are used in machine process that require more input and output and the process that aren't usually rather complicated. Next, large or rack PLC. Large or rack PLC. This is size. This type PLC widely used in industrial machines that run many processes and processes that aren't complicated because it uses a lot of input and output from the PLC. For For PLC selection, it can be seen using how many input and output the process will be controlled using the PLC. Mm, okay, next example PLC input. Here are some examples of PLC input can be seen in picture, such as photoelectric switch, limit switch, and proximity switch, and etc. Next, example PLC output. Here are some PLC of Here are some examples of PLC input can be seen in pictures such as photoelectric switch, no no, uh, solenoid, servo motor, and stepping motor. Okay, uh, we just enough the presentation until here. Thank you for attention and time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.